Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Have you gone through your collection and seen all those cards that say when you draw your second card for the turn? Yeah, me too. And I haven't built a deck with those in a long minute, so let's do that today and see if we can make it work on the standard ladder. Hey, don't forget, if you're going to be picking up any magic stuff or any other nerd things, be sure to check out CoolStuffInc.com because they always have cool stuff in stock, and you can save 5% on your purchase if you use code DRAGON at checkout. So you'll save some money and you'll be supporting the channel. Okay, so let's talk about the cards that actually matter about us drawing cards and what's going to benefit here. So we're going to play Fairy Mastermind. This has Flash and Flying. It's a 2/1, and you can make each player draw a card. Kind of self-explanatory why it's important here. We're going to try Fairy Vandal because we're going to be able to draw extra cards, so hopefully this is going to grow over time, and it also has Flash and Flying, so occasionally we'll get some good blocking opportunities with it. And we're going to play Tainted Indulgence, which just straight up draws 2, so that kind of checks the box all by itself. We're going to play Glissa, not a card you normally think of, but one of the abilities is being able to draw an extra card if you connect, and it does have other good uses, so just a good quality card for the deck. Zimine and Dina, this is another card we're going to play that benefits from that card drawing, and we get to drain the opponent for 2 life. Also, we can sacrifice a creature and draw a card, which I guess we can do that in combat if something's going to die or whatever, which is kind of cool. But it's a 3/4 for 3, so it also is a sizable body, which we like. And it's Gixian Puppeteer time. One of the few times you get to play this, and it makes total sense. But you get to drain for 2 life just like you do with the other one, but this is a 4/3. And then whenever it dies, you can return something to the battlefield that has a mana value 3 or less, which is hopefully going to be Glissa or Zimine and Dina, so not a bad thing. Now, of course, we are playing black, and we're playing Shieldred because, well, we draw cards, we gain life, so yeah, of course it made the cut. Teferi, Temporal Pilgrim. This is a fun one because you get to draw cards every turn, or you have a token that gets to benefit from drawing cards. So really good all around on this nice inclusion. Now there will be other things going to be like counters and removal, but if you want to see the full deck list, it'll be at the end of the video. Also, you can get it down in the description below. Look for the arrows. It'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can see today's deck and over 100 other decks we played this season. I also want to use this time to give you a quick reminder that if you're into playing Commander, be sure to check out Lotus Con. It's coming up in October. Really cool event, and whether you play competitive or not, there's going to be some really big prizes and some cool stuff. But for now, y'all go watch those games, and I'll catch up with you on the back end of the video because this should be an interesting ride. All right, let's keep it. Do we get to cut down something? Nope, we do not. Because that is our life. Hey, our stuff didn't get cut down though, so that's nice, right? That's a fair trade-ish. They're not doing anything. No attacks. Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now. Alright, end the turn. I'm assuming they're going to try to, like, big score or something here. Maestro's Charm. Yeah, sure, that guy's dead. You got it. Like, I'm not going to fight over that. Definitely was not worth it. I'm not going to really care about letting them draw cards here. They're going to Memory Deluge. Sure, let's counter that, I guess. We really don't have much going on here. End the turn. Now they could Grixis Command here, and that protects their Memory Deluge. Oh, they had a Maestro's Charm. Alright. Oh, those are cute. Go ahead and attack, I guess. And if we're using Maestro's Charms on those, I guess this is safe. They're going to deluge again. Alright. Well, that's why they didn't want the other thing out, because they had a bunch of those. Alright, removal for Shieldred. Who knows? Maybe it's just another Maestro's Charm. Alright, I guess we attack. make them draw, because they would go to 12, then take 4, they go to 8, draw 1, they go to 6. Nah. Let's just do that. Considered it, though. I really did. Alright. Failures. Alright, so they're looking for something to kill to Shieldred, obviously. They find it? Probably another Maestro's Charm, if that's one of their key removals here. If it's just another Shieldred's Edict, we're just going to sack the Puppeteer. It was another Maestro's Charm. Look at that. Alright. Well, can we find some way to draw some cards then? To help this along. Okay. Play this. End the turn. Yeah, we'll just counter that before any shenanigans happen. And that'll do it. Alright. Ugly game, but a win. Yeah, let's keep it. Why not? Okay. That makes that decision a little easier. And the turn. They obviously are holding on to a lot of removal. Because why else would they do all that? Pretty sure there's a cut down, right? Okay. We'll just let them kill it. I mean, we're not gaining anything otherwise. Yep. I mean, we can't cast anything, so that's that. Okay, I guess we just pass the turn. No need to walk Shieldred into counter or removal when we can't really do much else. Ah, Cruelty. That's gross. Good card, though. Just haven't seen much of that lately. We got the green land we wanted. I'm assuming this is just a heavy control deck and this card's pointless, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Really kind of want another thing to have another green source, but probably not worth it. Oh no, I just have to discard one card. Okay, yeah, that's fine. For some reason I thought it was 2 cards there. Let's play this. I think I'm just gonna go here. And pass the turn. Obviously, they have some kill spells. I'd be really shocked with those colors where you don't. Alright. Hey, we got them to 1-for-1 a creature. I'm okay with that. And here comes another cut down they've probably been sitting on. Yep. We're only at 5 mana. Sure. Pass the turn. Good news is, though, there's no go for the throats or anything like that. So we figured that much out. Oh, they're just playing... Probably just going to go for Breach or something next turn. Alright, well, if we don't find a counter, that's going to be it. Kind of disappointing, but those spells are just game enders. Not really much to interact with, unfortunately. Alright, well. I guess if they got it, they got it, right? Go ahead and attack and just play this. Because if they do, there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, they're digging. They've got 6 mana still. Still digging. Oh, we're actually making bodies. That's better, I guess. Let's do this now. The Those aren't bad. I'm just looking for some extra information here. Let's get rid of that. That's going to be the most useless thing here. And then we attack, which I'm assuming opponent's double blocking. All right. We're going to put them to 9. Interesting. All right. They didn't have anything. We survived it. We'll keep it. All right. Well, hate to... Oh, actually, I didn't play the right land. I can't do that. I don't know. I might have saved myself because I'm pretty sure they have just removal spells here anyway. So let's go ahead and flash one of these in. All right. Which spell does it eat? Also, a question is, do they have double cut downs? That's another real question we need to ask ourselves. Because they very well might. Okay, they didn't. Doesn't mean there's not like a Liliana here, though. If it's just a creature, we're not too mad at it. Okay. They're 1-for-1ing. All they can do there. Pass the turn. Shieldred. Ooh, Gorger. That's a problem. How do we feel about the Gorger? I guess we just play this and draw a card? Even observers. Now that... I mean, because I'm not really sure what else we do. Now, we can add extra counters to Teferi by drawing cards. Assuming Teferi even survives this. Double Gorger. Ugh. Well, go for the throats, do nothing against that. And, of course, we drew another go for the throats. That doesn't help our cause any. Guess we'll discard one of those, since we know those are useless. Throwing Teferi. What else would we like to do? Alright, I guess we just pass. We can flash in to try to double block. Like, it's not great, but it's an option. Alright. I mean, it's something. I'm not a fan, but you just do what you gotta do in tough times, you know? Kill that, because we need to draw cards. That is not going to help us. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, that's the worst. Alright, I guess we draw. Oh, my goodness! This is terrible! Oh, my gosh. Okay. I mean, there's nothing I can do. We just drew lands for, like, we had 4 lands on top? Something like that. That's tough. Wow. Just really nothing here. Wow, my goodness. Okay, we're dead. There's no way we're going to come back from this, right? I mean, yeah, GG's. We're dead. Like, that's terrible. Okay, I guess we're keeping. Come on, do we get to cut down something? We actually do. We have to celebrate. I need to edit in horns or something, because we almost never get to kill anything with the cut down. That actually feels way too good that was even a possibility. All right, you have an Epicure. Flash this in. I mean, obviously it can die to a play with fire, and that's okay. Because again, if you're making the red deck spin damage, killing your stuff, that's way better than it hitting you. Alright, Lightning Strike for Glissa, I'm assuming. Because they can't do much otherwise. Yep. Okay. Not bad. But I'm actually just going to play that tapped and pass. I want to be able to use a make disappear here. In case something like a squee or whatever shows up. Oh, well that sucked. Alright, we can stop the better of the two, I guess. That wasn't a total waste. If we get an untapped land, we could just Grixis command. Return Glissa. That'd be cool. Not likely, but let's go ahead and play this and see what happens. If it dies, we get a creature back, so that's not the worst thing. Let's do it. Guess what I'm getting? You got another one? Or is Glissa on the move? Alright, cool. That works. And they get to attack here. Because I'm not... Actually, no, I still get to block because we have first strike death touch. Yeah. Opponent forgot there for a second, I think. Yep, that's going to do it. Okay, we get to go first. I'm going to keep it just because this isn't terrible enough to get rid of, but it's also not very good either. Like, we need to draw an untapped land here to be even functional on turn 2. I mean, maybe we get lucky, find a cut down or something, but... Alright, hey, we can at least use that. That's something. That's a starting point. Alright, you got it. Another creature? Even if it's another creature, I think we're better off just going for Tainted Indulgence. Okay, they're going to play with fire. That's fine. We're going to be down to 14 because we take one from the Epicure and another one from our lands here. But I think it's still the right course of action. I feel like if they had a creature threat that cost 1, they would have played it there. Ooh. Gross. I mean, I guess we get rid of a land? That felt like that's a lot better. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and play Glissa here because they do have a Lightning Strike. I'm assuming we're only going to take 1 this turn. Unless they magically picked up a 1-mana creature. But I feel like they would have played that last turn if they had it. Are they going to have to triple Festivities? Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Like, emptied their hand. Oh, so good. Best possible thing that could have been there. Hopefully they don't have like a 3-mana 5 damage spell here. They don't. They have Ronan. Or, I mean, well, Ronan, not Ronan. What can they do here with 1 mana? Give something +3? I mean, we're going to be able to draw extra cards next turn, so like, yeah, I'm down. Mostly because there is a thing that, like, you give a creature +3 or whatever. Like, we only take 4 here on Shieldred. And going to 6 isn't bad because we're really at 8 because we're going to gain 2. And then we know we have 2 more in hand that we could gain, so not too upset about it. Plus we have the ability to play Vandal, to block. We have a lot of stuff we have access to here. Oh, that could just be it. We don't even have to get tricky here. Actually, yeah, if we do this and just put 2 counters on it, that's it. Let's just destroy everything 2 or less, put 2 counters. So we get the lifelink. Yep. Then we go to 14, and they're not going to beat us with just 1 card in hand from here. Yeah, 14, and we're sitting on 4 extra life in hand. They've got 3 mana. I mean, I guess they could steal Shieldred and attack us with it. That's an option, but that's kind of all they'd have going on. Yeah, we'll take it. Ooh. I think we have to mulligan this one. That land mix did not feel good. Let's keep this, get rid of one cut down, and see what happens. Alright, I was thinking that could have ended up being another mono red deck today, but it is not, so that's good. Get a little variety in here. Huh. I don't think I'm going to give them a chance to defend that. I'm just going to counter that. If I'd have had the 3 mana there, I would have attempted to kill it, then let them try to protect it, then counter probably. And just risk getting the 1 poison. But otherwise, this is what we're going with. Alright, try to flash this tutor in. Interesting. What are those pauses about? Something's going on and I don't like it. Gonna bounce it? You're gonna do? Nope. Alright. Counter spells from the poison deck? Nope. Okay, interesting. Opponent's at 16. And I have to say, the thing about these types of decks is if you do get rid of the Rot Priest, the games will become a lot easier. Not saying they're automatic wins, because we can still lose. But it makes the game a lot easier if you deal with the early Rot Priests. For sure. They're just going to go back at the start of our turn. I don't think the opponent understands how that card works. Yeah, if the opponent wanted to do it in a way that we don't gain the life and they don't take the damage, they needed to wait until our upkeep, then get rid of them. Then we don't gain the life because we haven't drawn a card yet, right? Now they're phased out for the turn. I play whatever I'm going to play and pass. They don't lose the life. They get their free draw. That would have been the way I think they were intending to use it. But yeah, or maybe they thought it just came back at like, I don't know, beginning of the next end step or something. But yeah, it's definitely beginning of the turn. So first time I've ever seen somebody do that though. So maybe they were just conceding as well. All right, let's keep it. Oh boy. That's what we're going to be dealing with today. Sure, I suppose. All right, I guess we try to kill it. Ain't not much else we're going to do. I was going to say, play the next thing with poison or whatever. Pass the turn. Try to flash this in to block. I mean, they still gain a life. But it's better than the alternative that could have happened there. Where's my green mana, though? This is super unfortunate. Alright, they get to draw. This does mean very likely that Shieldred is safe for a turn. There's something. Don't know if we want to show that to the opponents before we're ready. I'm just going to go Shieldred here. If they have removal, we'll just force their turn. Alright, they're going digging, and we don't have any poison on us yet, so that's really good. Okay, Shieldred got it done. Though I'm not going to lie, generally, these Dimir poison decks, while I'm not a fan of them, have better draws than that. Usually being able to, like, -4 this thing, put a toxic counter on you, this thing makes a 3/3 because you proliferated, right? Whatever. But, I don't know, I guess they drew all the card drawing spells, didn't get any of the quality removal, or at least Shieldred doesn't die to the -4, so that's it too. So I don't know, but not gonna gripe about it. Ooh, man. I really want to try, but I'm gonna mulligan. This didn't do much better. I'm going to keep, but I'm going to make a little bit of a wild move here. And probably get rid of this. My logic being, I'm probably only going to get to a turn where Teferi even matters if I get to resolve, well, I guess not. I was about to say both of these make disappears, but then I drew a Scrap Gorger. And it looks like this is mono blue, so Fading Hope incoming. Yep. So yeah, so we're going to be in trouble anyway. With no threats in hand, that's not how you beat the mono blue decks. Anybody who's played this matchup enough could tell you that. And then this gets countered. All right, you got it. All right, well, we just gotta hope these make disappears do something. Though my guess is the opponent is also sitting on a pile of counters. So we're just gonna play a game of draw go for now, because none of these do anything in this fight. And I have to assume even if I get the land, I'm not gonna resolve Teferi, so that doesn't make me feel good either. That's actually not a bad card to have here. So what I need is land and then something cheap. We'll go ahead and counter that. I mean, I could have just let them have the cards, but they could also just be looking to position a threat here. Because they're also looking for mana of their own in the turn. So if we can keep them from digging, we can stay ahead on land in this fight. And that's actually kind of important. Alright. Now we just have to hope they don't make us pay 2 extra mana for a Teferi. Because this is kind of one of our few chances to do anything. Alright, they didn't have it.
Past is a puzzle, and I'm going to solve it.
So now the question is, can we get away with the 2/2? I'm going to go ahead and... I guess we just make the 2/2. I mean, they have Fading Hope, fine. We can't just not play anything forever. I mean, it's very likely they have it. Yeah, exactly. But you just kind of go, if you got it, you got it. It is what it is, friend. Okay, annoying, but fair, I guess. And they could always have another, I suppose. Man, I would have liked to land there. That would open up more options to try to kill this terror, but... in the turn? I mean, we have a few tricky options to try to protect Teferi here. Sure. Flash this in first. Probably comes with straight up counter. I guess I could have indulgenced on my turn to see if I find a land. And that could have changed some plays, but yeah, you never know. Alright. It dies. They just put stuff on the bottom, huh? Alright, we'll block. I mean, it's kind of all we can do here. Try to outcard the opponent. See if this draws a counter. Kind of hoping it does so we can try to kill the terror. Cut down's not going to kill anything here. Barry gets some counters. No, they go for the throats. That's not bad. Alright, let's see how many more of them Fading Hopes you got, friend. In the turn. Pass? Block. Because who knows? Maybe we find another Tainted Indulgence here, and then this thing gets to be a ridiculously big thing. Nope, it doesn't. All right, get rid of that. Okay. I was gonna play another terror. Sure. Target that. Pay the extra. Assuming they have a counter for this, because they've probably been sitting on make disappears for a minute. That works too. All right, let's find something good here, deck. We've been doing nothing. Another Teferi. How do we feel about that? I mean, I guess we can try to kill one of these. And just bounce it. Like, I don't know. Whirling Mist. Alright, that's a thing you did. Okay.
Nice to see a familiar face.
We're down to 2 cards. Don't know what that means for us. But we at least get a body that's a 3/3 minimum. And maybe we get to play another Teferi. I doubt it. But we'll try.
The truth still eludes me.
Okay. That's a thing. Alright. Well, I'm gonna assume there's another Syncopate or something here. Impulse might find one. Well, it'd have to be more than Syncopate, because we have 2 mana open. Negate, though, gets rid of Teferi. Yep. That's exactly what they had. Okay. No attacks. No blocks. Alright. Haughty Jin, you doth have. Try to kill the biggin. No attacks. I guess I don't know. I guess I have to leave them both back or I potentially die. Yeah, we're just going to chump one of them. Pretty sure, though, like, I'm not even sure what I could draw here, to be honest with you. Like, whatever I get's probably not good enough. Yeah, don't think that's quite going to cut it. I mean, any type of bounce spell or march or whatever, and we're dead. I don't even have anything good in the yard to get back except for a mastermind, which isn't the best. I mean, literally just phase myself out, opponent. Bounce a thing. All right, there you go. Either one, we're dead. Jeez. We go first. All right, that's a lot of Tainted Indulgence. We'll see if it does anything, or if they do anything. Because honestly, I have no idea. Alright, that's a fine card for them. Alright, that's a little something. What are we looking to do here? Are we on get rid of a Tainted Indulgence to play either of these? Yeah, I'm gambling here, but I kind of want to hold on to the rest of the hand. I mean, I don't have any illusions that this Scrap Gorger is going to survive anything, but I'm like, maybe we can Vandal, then we can Tainted Indulgence. I don't know, maybe figure out a way to make this work. Well, now it doesn't even matter.
distractions.
Now it's irrelevant. Oh, they're making us discard. Oh, I guess I don't really care because we can't attack into Liliana here. Well, I guess that's fair. Wow, this is actually tough. Do I just give up the Vandal and then just assume I'm going to be playing Puppeteer next turn? If we get the mana? Alright. That's tough. But it might be correct still. Because then at least we can try to attack into Liliana. Alright. This game is definitely not played out how I would have predicted. Shieldred incoming? I wouldn't be mad about it. No. And that gets rid of the creature that would be in our graveyard. That sucks. Man, that hurts a lot. Alright. I mean, that does a thing. Don't know if it's a thing that's good enough that we like. Alright.
Faced with tragedy, even observers need to take
If I +1 here, we drain the opponent. We'd get a creature back, we could chump block. Alright, maybe that's smarter.
Now that is an interesting fact.
No, actually, if we attack, they have to block, and then they play that. We get this back. They could have a Grixis command if they get a land. Then we lose. Yeah, we can't. Darn it. I want to, but I don't think we can attack there. It was very, very close, though. Definitely made me consider attacking. Oh, I don't even have... I should have. I don't have a creature in the graveyard anyway. So if they kill this, we're still going to lose to Fairy. Yeah, that was dumb. That was totally dumb. I forgot that they exiled the creature. Yeah, I should have just tried. That was stupid. I deserve to lose this. I just haven't even been paying attention to this game and anything that's going on.
Even I don't know everything about chronomancy.
Yep, sounds good.
Don't overthink things.
Oh my gosh, really? Come on, deck. That's not doing anything to help. Yeah, we're dead here. We're just drawing too many lands. Sure, let's keep it. Alright, well this hand's probably decent against mono red, so we can't be too upset about it. We're gonna take 2 to the face. We are gonna take 2 to the face. Sounds good. What else we got going on here? Adversary. Easy to trade 1 for 2 here. Actually, 1 for more, because they'd be around for a couple turns. Go ahead and play this. Pass the turn. Gonna wait, because we can flash in a potential blocker. We can also counter something if necessary. That probably just does what it does. I don't think we're worried about that too much. Especially now that we have a go for the throat available. That, however, is kind of annoying. Because now our cut down's not going to do anything next turn. Let's flash this in. Looks like they are out of burn spells. That is a very good thing. I'm going to go ahead and attack under the assumption that we're not worried about whatever they play here. Unless they have 2 things, maybe. Well, the first one we make disappear regardless. then the second thing we would be able to cut down. Oh. Really? Okay, I'm willing to protect this. You're willing to use a lightning strike on that. I mean, if it's a creature, it gets 2 counters here. Why did they do that? This is where we start asking ourselves all kinds of questions. And I don't know the answers to them. Oh, but I won't have any black mana open if I do that. Alright, I guess I'm going to do this. I'd rather have a blocker and the other mana, just in case. Because you don't know, like something like a Thundering Raiju shows up here, we'd rather be able to go for the throat it. I mean, also, if they have a burn spell, we'd rather get rid of one of these and not Glissa. Mechanized Warfare. Okay, then. You got it. We'll go to 11. Yep, no blocks. Oh, Mana Leak, you're a little bit late, friend. But still not terrible. Alright, pass the turn. I keep saying Mana Leak. I do that a lot on these videos, but make disappear. Maybe I did say make disappear. Felt like I said Mana Leak. I don't know. Either way, let's get rid of that. I mean... Oh, they could have played with Fired our Glissa. We got lucky there, y'all. I think they forgot. I mean, that being said, it wouldn't have been, like, totally disastrous for us, but still. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this. And attack with Glissa. Get rid of the enchantment. Alright. I mean, stabilizing at 11. Oh, they just need to draw cards. I was like, why are you targeting our thing? That makes sense, though. My opponent just says GG. They can't overcome this. Alright. Okay, so getting into the deck here, there's a few things I'd want to change. Actually, a lot of things I want to change. Partly because we never really had mana issues. That was kind of not really a thing. I think we could also just do better without having to play like Scrap Gorgers and stuff. We also have more times that we're going to miss green a little bit on turn 2, so even trying to lean on the Scrap Gorger on turn 2 isn't reliable, because we're not playing that much green mana, right? We're really playing green mana for Glissa and for Azemane and Dina, right? Those are the things. So we can cut Scrap Gorger, I believe. Fairy Vandal, while nice, didn't really do a lot for us. So what I would like to experiment with is if we remove Fairy Vandal and we go with Underdog, because even late game, Underdog can help us draw cards. And then we find a way to get, what is this guy? The little 1/1, Death Touch, becomes a cleric, gets, or he is a cleric. It's, why am I forgetting the name right now? Phyrexian guy, or becomes Phyrexian. This guy, Evolve Sleeper, there we go. Play some number of these. I think these are going to be better. Plus, we're going to have a lot of those weird draws where we play like a tap land and a tap land. And like this leaves us some options. And again, if we just want to draw cards and this survives, that helps our deck out as well. So I think those two cards are going to do more for us than what some of these others did. I also wouldn't mind playing another Glissa. Here's where the problem is, though. We just get tight for space. It's like, I could play one less cut down since now we'll have a Death Touch blocker. So like that's maybe a thing. Like, do we want to play less Puppeteer, but now we're adding more ways to draw cards? Do we maybe cut it to Fairy? Yeah, I also like Gix's command was actually good the 1 or 2 times we drew it, so I'd like to probably have a couple more of those. Lands, we're already at, let's see, 4, 7, 8, 12, 16, 18, 21, 22, 23. We only have 24, so we can't... Yeah, we drew so many cards, it looked like we had way more land than we had, but I guess we really don't. So, tough decision here. How many creatures does it leave us? We have 21. So we don't have all that many creatures. Maybe. Fairy Mastermind is the thing to go. It's another way to draw cards, but we also have Sleeper. We also have possibly Underdog. We've got Tainted Indulgence, Glissa. So maybe that's just the thing to do. I hate it, but maybe. Man, this is tough. This is why deck building is really, really difficult. Honestly, these are tough situations. I'm actually going to just cut the one Grixis command, and we'll just play the one and play at 61, I think. I like Grixis command. It's probably really important for this build, ultimately, but I feel like we need these other early cards to deal with mono red. If you want to deal with the mono blue matchups, they're almost unwinnable without more early aggressive cards, and this is one way to help us do that, especially with something like Underdog that can keep coming out of the graveyard. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a better mix for where we're at. I don't think the deck was necessarily bad, but I think we need to play something like this. So I think the final build I'll have available is going to be 2 Cut Down, 3 Evolve Sleeper, 4 Fairy Mastermind, 4 Make Disappear, 3 Go for the Throat, 3 Tenacious Underdog, 1 Terra Sunder, 4 Tainted Indulgence, 3 Glissa the Sunslayer, 3 Zimonei Dina, 3 Gixian Puppeteer, 2 Shieldred the Apocalypse, 1 Teferi, 1 Grixis Command, and a bunch of lands. So yeah, that's probably what we're going to go with. Okay, so yeah, I think the changes we made are going to help a lot because you need to have those more early aggressive things to even give you a shot in a couple of those matchups. Whether that's the mono white aggro, mono red aggro, mono blue. Like if you don't have those early threats or something super significant you're sneaking through, maybe something that can't be countered or whatever, you're going to have a real tough time. And I think this helps solve some of those problems. And we added more ways to draw cards, which I think was a little bit of an issue for us a couple of times. We did draw a lot of land in some games, and that felt really bad, but there's not a lot you can do when you're just drawing that many cards and you just see a bunch of land. Sometimes that happens. Now, would I say rush out and build this? No, I think this is a fun, quirky deck. This is more the type of deck you build if you just have a bunch of these parts already around in your collection and you just want to try something new out, and maybe you want to play something different in the play queue because you need to check off casting a bunch of black spells or blue spells, then like, sure, go ahead and play this. You'll have fun with it. It's something different. Not something I would say to like hop on the ladder and you're going to race up anything crazy. I think we beat mono red all the time. So if you're running into mono red, congrats. Play this deck. You're probably going to do great. But if you're running into like slower mid-rangey things, you know, Azorius Control or whatever, this is just going to probably be medium to bad against those. Like I said, we added some things that make those matchups a little bit better, but you're going to be rough off against those decks. So kind of, there's your information. Make your decision based on that. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Ironcrag Pyromancer. This is a cool card because, well, one, it is red and it doesn't really fit today's deck, but it's another draw 2 card that's actually really neat because not only can you deal 3 damage to an opponent, you can also deal it to a creature, to anything, it's just to a target. And usually these cards end up saying like just to a creature or something. This is kind of nice to be able to get to do this possibly every turn, depending on how you're able to draw your cards, and just get that extra damage in. The fun part though about this is it's actually not bulk. I'm going to check again. Yeah, it actually, like I thought, it's not bulk. It's $1. So there you go. So it's another one of those ones that looks like a bulk rare, but there's probably enough decks that want this in Commander that are keeping the price up higher. So yeah, if you have some of these, there you go. You might be able to get a little something on some trade-ins. If you like this and you're looking for something else quirky and interesting to play, check out this Gruul deck that wasn't an aggro deck. We actually played a lot of Planeswalkers. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.